Parker on the Meepo. I believe something that we've seen a few times before. I think just a quick look in terms of pro games. He's played 4 of them. 50% win rate.
They play around the Quinn Ember. Something that Gaming does like to do, those early rotations around the 4 and 6 minute runes.
Of course, they've got that point of the chains to set up some action.
You might actually just go for it here.
They might indeed do it right here, chains. And tOfu is going to offer the step, of course, you have to have a point in the arrow. It doesn't need it, just jumps in. Seleri and tOfu coming over to the mid and making sure that first blood will go the way of Gaimin Gladiators.
It's a rotating hero as a meepo, as weird as that kind of sounds.
Yeah.
Stacks being farmed.
And they need to as well. Parker did scout this out earlier, so Beastcoast are aware that these stacks are there.
They're contesting nicely here, tOfu.
It's a good time to jump. They're going to make the jump over towards tOfu. tOfu's gone.
Quinn has to commit for them.
He really wants to finish these off with a sleight of fist. He will get the majority of them. I think kind of just one went to Scofield.
I think literally just the one.
Yeah, and look to see what he goes after, because obviously you can go for the Atos and the Dragon Lance if you want to stat up, or you can go Atos and then straight rush the Ags after.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. Rune was on bottom. Quinn towards
Stinger. He's looking pretty dead. Gets caught by the chains. TPing over, pushing the back with a spear. Quinn jumping down, but the curse is going to bring him pretty low. DarkMago, a few more hits should do it. Quinn's out.
He got him.
Scofield
still has the ult.
Yeah, he's ready to lock down Seleri. Drops the arena, catches the Enchantress. Beastcoast.
Nice
So get the both of them.
Very nice rotations.
Gaimin Gladiators, you say, always bringing in this support help to try and set up Quinn for success. In terms of the outcome of the lane now, DarkMago, he's ended up 10 minutes in, about 500 gold ahead. So good responses from Beastcoast and matching sort of the way that both teams are looked towards.
Here's the reveal. Quinn.
The setup, it's a lot of control.
Silence.
It's enough. Quinn's out again.
Nice.
Beastcoast once again around the mid lane. Parker getting involved with that Atos reveal. Very good start here. 5-2 right now, Beastcoast.
Super nice plays. I love that they bring even the silencer to come in for it, right? Like having that little extra last word, the extra control versus the Ember, it's absolutely enough. And now it's level 6 on Stinger too after this next streak.
He's just going to go from Parker. He's rotating up towards the top. He's able to catch out Seleri. And Seleri, he's going to try to run, but he's out. Another kill to be found. The Meepo getting active.
And yeah, still hanging out to Global, so he can just keep sending a Meepo to go hunt while he has one Meepo sitting to farm. Yes, he lost his top tower, but Beastcoast is playing fast in the Global. Dyrachyo is not ready for it.
He's not at all. They're able to catch him out. Another kill here as Beastcoast. There's no stopping them in this early game. Just go straight for the Ags after the Atos. It's going to be really, really good timing from Parker.
Let's see how the interaction of what they're saying, the Silk and Bola versus the Mega Meepo, that does sound a little bit frustrating for him, but it's going to be really nice versus the split damage. Bottom. They'll find Sacred now.
The lesson was...
Quinn does find something.
That's good.
He's got his arena. They could definitely try for something with that.
Because they've got Global up in about 10 seconds as well, too. So let's see how this fight ends up going down. It's an important rune. It's a lot of experience this early on.
And they're scared to go for it unless Sacred wants to try and run him with the stun. See if he can time it. He's not going to bother. They're going to let Quinn take it. Quinn's able to grab it. And from the side, Scofield did try to enter into the fight. They dropped down the arena. Scofield, he's going to be able to cox and walk away. Global silence comes out. tOfu falling low. Tries to pull the fairy fire to live, but he will die.
They're on Dyrachyo.
See if they can get further control. They got the drag back of the Vortex of DarkMago into the spear from Sacred. They're pinning him against the wall. Stinger is dying to the summons. They're going to chase him out as the TP attempts there, but Dyrachyo's gone. And Stinger, he'll live. Seleri not quite able to finish him off there with the Centaur.
A good trade. Honestly, yeah, you lose your Wisdom Rune, but you got the Morphling.
And I guess, yeah, just a good call from Beastcoast to not try and force it too early. You know, they didn't step up to try and stop the Wisdom Rune from being picked up. They were like, hey, you could take that. We're going to strategically choose to take the fight a few seconds later when we know the backup is going to be there.
They didn't even end up losing the silencer at the end there, right? I think the Centaur couldn't finish him off.
Scofield is going to try with the catch onto Quinn. They've got the opening route into the jump fall for Sacred.
They've got him.
They've got him again. Quinn goes down.
Beastcoast is playing too fast for Gaimin to handle.
Yeah, both side lanes from Beastcoast in those kind of first 5 minutes of laning stage. They were behind, but that's absolutely not the case anymore. Meepo taking the lead and Sacred taking the lead in his respective area as well.
This is one of the rougher games I think we're seeing Quinn really have.
Top lane. Sacred. Get the arena down. Zip forward from Margo. They're in onto tOfu. We'll be able to get the leap away. It doesn't matter. He's
gonna get Ace too.
They've got Ace as well. They're just too much catch.
Too much.
Beastcoast, when they turn up, like until you buy, you're able to get that first dispel online. So difficult to kill Parker because there's. Well, they don't really have any sort of silence in terms of stuns. It's just an arrow. So he's always going to be able to mega Meepo.
They lack a bit of single target burst damage as well, too. Like looking at Gaimin, it's a good amount of spread damage, but when that
another jump. They get the spear back onto Ace. Ace trying to farm under the relative safety of his tower. The Global's there. They can continue to just fully focus the Spider. Ace is gone. See if Gaimin Gladiators can get anything in return. Scofield's getting brought pretty low. Parker, he's poofed away. They'll leave Scofield for dead. He goes
They're gonna
down.
continue chasing.
See what more they can find here. They're looking towards Parker. It's a tanky Meepos there. They're not easy to get. They'll go for Stinger. Can they get any of these cores? Back coming in. DarkMago's ready to fight alongside Parker. They jump forward. The arena's there. They caught dyrachyo.
No shift.
As Beastcoast, they're happy to take this team fight now as the cores arrive. See what more they can find. The root from the net catching on to Seleri. The heals coming through, not enough to save him. Another zip forward from DarkMago gets the kill done. Quinn trying his best to at least bring Sacred down, but he
Mega
can't
Meepo.
for this. The Meepos are out, the Atos is there, the Mega Meepo flinging. Parker throws his buddies down at Quinn. Quinn's gone. Another fight for Beastcoast.
They're so good at just backing up and resetting. This is remarkable really here from Beastcoast. If Beastcoast goes to take these team fights consistently now with this advantage, it's going to be difficult for Gaimin to kind of turn the tides here if they aren't. Gaimin feel like they want to try for a fight here. All right, they've got a pipe, they've got the Crimson timing, so a lot of damage mitigation versus that Meepo.
It's just a question of whether they're going to actually have
damage. Yeah, does Gaimin have the damage?
Yeah. Getting a kill is not easy for their heroes. Build themselves. They're going to try for Sacred.
That's a pretty good grab if they get it.
Global comes out. Won't be enough to save Sacred. He's gone. See DarkMago considering to go back in on this. Parker's coming in from the side.
What's that?
See what they can catch. They get the opening onto Quinn. They're just going to fully focus the atmosphere. Quinn's up with the Yules. The net. It's going to be a little too early, so Quinn's still able to jump away.
Nice juke. Fine. That's kind of like the dream target, but now Quinn.
Parker was able to close the gap. He had the flick dagger up, and he closes in onto Quinn. He'll still get him. Now the rest of Gaimin Gladiators got to be cautious. They have to back away now. Creep wave pushing in on the mid. Tier 2, Parker's going to be able to bring around the bottom one. I mean, also at the same time, still have Meepo's present in the mid. He's got the main one here. He's ready to jump in. 10 seconds on the Aegis though.
He wants
to try and use it. He goes in straight away up to the high ground. Arena's there. They'll be able to catch both tOfu and Ace. tOfu's gone. Vortex to drag back Ace. He's surrounded by Meepos. They're coming in with the TPs. They're coming in with the from tOfu, but that's Ace gone. Now dyrachyo's going to get turned towards there. He'll start to back away with the Aegis expiring on Parker. Doesn't want to push his luck too much.
Arrow. And Sacred.
He needs help. He's going to get it. He's going to get pulled out to the side. Parker's going to look to jump back in. Seleri's surrounded. As the nets are there, Seleri's going to get taken out. Margot was able to clean up tOfu. That's a dieback for the Marauder.
They do not have the damage at all to kill these cores. And look at that. The Tormentor. DarkMago shard, right? Yeah. That is devastating. Even more damage now for this Meepo to rip through everybody. It's like time. It almost feels like right for Gaimin. They're probably thinking we need time for dyrachyo to hit items. There is no time.
I mean, I think with moves like that, you can tell that Gladiators are starting to feel it themselves. Like, what do?
Yeah, it's better than it used to be, right? Like, even in the past, we saw the well, not so much, obviously, but the Meepo versus Spirits and Meepo versus like Queen of Pains, any of those kind of heroes. Now you have even more catch. It looks amazing. Look at this. Wisdom Runes. He's going to actually be able to steal one and take the other.
DarkMago.
He probably feels like, yep, they don't have damage. If I get Bloodstone off, I'm just going to be able to tank through everything anyway.
I mean, at the end of this game, who's even going to have done the highest damage on Gaimin Gladiators?
Honestly, it might be DarkMago. He is.
I mean, not Gladiators. I'm saying, who's actually doing damage?
Not with how underfarmed they are in Beastcoast. They're ready for this fight. They want to just jump them.
This could be a scary one for Gladiators.
I mean, they know exactly where Gladiators is right now.
They can go straight in. Oh, yeah. We could just see a blind hook shot of someone to start this fight.
Like Parker's just going to jump in.
And there we go. In on the back lines, they get the jump. Arena's there, it's going to catch the three of them. Spirit Cross is going to be enough to trap Ace. DarkMago's in with the Vortex. They look down the Spider. Seleri's gone, and Ace is down as well. The Global comes out. dyrachyo surrounded and managed to get the man drop, but the nets are there waiting for him. Poof fault from Parker. dyrachyo's out. Further control over the way of Quinn. As 3 are dead, 4 are dead. It's a buyback having to come out from Seleri. It's going to be a dieback. They may just call it as this game fogged. They're not turning this around.
No chance. Oh, did you see the damage from the overload with the Meepos? Oh my god. The detonation of heroes.
A lot of overload. Overloaded. But I can only imagine they've only got one more fight in them unless something crazy happens. Beastcoast make mistakes, but so far this game, they don't look like they're in the mood to make mistakes today. This is some smooth stuff. Beastcoast.
Smooth sailing from laning phase onward, right?
Catch Ace.
8 minutes and onwards. And Ace?
We're going to be in a whole world of pain here. Trapped in the arena. Can he find any way out of this? He's trying to lifesteal his way up. There's too many meeples to deal with. He gets caught by the vortex. They'll move over to Quinn.
Deleted.
Both cores immediately removed from the game. DarkMago, he's ready to dive in for more, bullying Gaimin Gladiators back towards the fountain. Parker brings in the mid. Tier 3s are gone. He's ready to dive in for more. Gets in with the Hex opening on towards dyrachyo. Dyrachyo's he got anything to do, any buttons to press. He's dragged back by the vortex, but waveform. He's actually going to live. He will get back to the fountain. The spear, my goodness, nearly kills him off in the fountain, but dyrachyo will survive. Quinn did have to buy back for this one.
I mean, they've got the double hex, they've got the cheese on Mago too, so he's just gonna go if they see a target. They see one of those cores.
Just going from lane to lane here, doing the damage.
Level 24 Meatball, level 22 Storm.
Look at the ATOS onto Quinn. First net, just holding him back for now. DarkMago's in, he's got the mana to play with. They get the spear pushed back onto Quinn, locked down. Jump forward, Global's there. Quinn, he's out. No buyback available for him. Down for 75. They can just continue to pad up their KDAs here, Beastcoast, as they look towards forcing the GG out of Gaimin Gladiators. Hex onto dyrachyo. He goes down, and there it is. GG's called. Beastcoast with a complete and utter beatdown here in this game one around the Parker Meepo. 13-0-14.
Wow. Really, what a performance from... I want to give a lot of credit to the 3 cores. Of course, the support cast make their rotations and help out the mid lane to make sure that Mago ends up having this good game, but...
A little bit of a...
Dirachito.
Yeah, like a cute little name for dyrachyo there, given.
My good old... you know, I love
Let's hope a friendly, not a condescending name, you know.
He
Calling
did
him cute because he was not very scary last game. We'll see if dyrachyo or... Dyrachito could be a little more scary at this time.
Be careful.
It's Medusa.
I don't know how much you want. Okay, they're going to go for Scofield. There's going to be a lot of decay stacks building up here. Stinger's going to be incredibly strong.
Okay.
Let's see how many stacks he gets. He's at 28.
He's a big boy. They're not killing the Undying.
He's half HP, but he's actually 600 HP, so
Yeah,
kind of like full HP.
Yeah, if they... don't think they can fight into this now, Gaimin Gladiators. It's a bit awkward.
Scofield, he's going to commit cogs for it.
He's kind of caught Quinn. I mean...
Now they're taking a lot of damage, though, Beastcoast.
I mean, they're going all in on Quinn. They want to bring down Quinn first. They're not going to be able to do so. Quinn will get first blood, taking out Stinger. Does still die. But looks like Gaimin Gladiators may even get more. They're chasing down Scofield, getting the cogs off. But they'll still be able to take him down with range attacks from tOfu and Seleri. So first blood, and in total, 2 kills for Gaimin Gladiators. Just the 1 for Beastcoast. Not bad in that situation, being able to survive when you got the 2 supports coming in to help Quinn out. Wasn't enough to set up onto DarkMago. He lives.
I'm watching Parker struggle. He is really, really starting to fall so far behind. Salve does get delivered, all right, but it feels like they might have to start doing like tri-lane. Stinger tries to go for these plays around Quinn in the mid lane, but I feel like they have problems in the bottom lane that they need to start fixing ASAP. Otherwise, Parker, I feel like he's just going to lose his tower super early to Ace and tOfu. They're going for him again.
Is anybody going to be able to help Parker? He's got refraction.
They've got TPs coming. They're bringing the Weaver.
Okay, Sacred. Able to line up the bugs on towards Ace. They might actually be able to turn and get these 2 kills here. Deep with the battery assault, Scofield runs down Ace. Sacred, he'll finish off the 2 of them.
Okay.
A very impactful rotation there from the offlane Weaver. Gets the double kill.
Nope, Sacred's come now too. The Vessel is here.
Bit of an awkward go there for Gaimin Gladiators. Gets a response out of Beastcoast, but they won't kill anyone, and now Ace...
He's in trouble.
He's been left on his own. Tombstone's going to get laid down. Ace, he's gone. A bit of a... I mean, what do you think the plan was there with the Doom?
He does have a shield rune, and he does have Bloodstone, so aiming is kind of gathered around him, but that's a good hit. As Parker gets space to farm some stacks.
Bit of a slip up there from the team that's ahead.
They have a trap. They get a hookshot connection. They have some damage.
See if they can. Put him trapped in the cogs. Quinn with the Bloodstone. DarkMago holds him back with the chain. Parker steps up the meld hit. Sacred throws down the Vessel. The bugs are out as well. They can look to go straight towards Quinn, and with the Vessel upon him, no healing and there's no saving him. Quinn's gone. Seleri also to get taken out. Beastcoast. They're making the moves.
Striking back. The meld hits. Did he have 2 stacks on him? Or...
And they're behind on the goal, but they're probably doing all right on the XP.
They are ahead on the XP.
They are.
After those last 2 moves and getting the stacks for Parker. Setting a trap down here for Ace, potentially. Sacred's here with the Vessel. The bugs don't quite connect.
Can they do it without... Oh, with the TPs in, they certainly can.
Ace.
There's not really much to be done here. They're bringing in the relocate. Maybe they can turn this Ace. They get the tether across. They're keeping Ace alive. Seleri Able to heal Ace up a little bit. Still, the vessel will get thrown down upon him. dyrachyo turns over the stone gaze. They'll get the stone connection onto Stinger. Stinger put the ult, turn with the decay, but he will die. Stinger's gone. Doom. They'll drop it onto Sacred. As now they look to step over towards him, but Scofield holds back Quinn with the cogs. Sacred's going to be able to back out and hide in the tree for now. DarkMago is out of mana. He's going to get one more slight off, but that's all he has left to offer in the fight. He's gone, and Parker also turns up to die to the damage of Quinn. Triple for the Leshrac.
Nice reload in. dyrachyo turning up this time with the stone gaze actually seems like the X factor. And yeah, I'm sure Quinn or Seleri, one of them identified. Yeah, buy a medallion on the support even too. Just any type of little bit of armors you can throw onto this Leshrac is going to be important.
Ace, pretty deep here on the bottom lane.
But very tank.
Indeed, with the Crimson Guard, it's going to take quite a few hits to take him down. tOfu's heading over.
Staff.
Looks like Ace is very dead, and maybe tOfu's in trouble as well. And Stinger's going to lay down the tombstone.
Does he get the attack off onto him?
He's into the trees, but the hook shot's up. tOfu and Ace caught a little bit too far along that bottom lane. I guess they just weren't quite expecting Beastcoast to turn up with as many as they did, but it's been a bit of time since the last fight, so...
Roche definitely something that's on the menu for gaming if they are able to get any type of successful fight. Parker does commit for the shard. Okay, cool. dyrachyo, big item timing him for him here. Manta and Scotty now versus this range core.
No, he's just
walking in.
I mean, they all are. They're going to be able to get the jump out on Parker. Parker's able to put them out. The Doom will still get laid down to him, but he gets forced up the high ground.
He's still in
They're
trouble.
They're going to dive in for him beyond the towers here as they take out Parker. They're diving the base for more. Stinger to go. Sacred also has to run in with the Shikuchi. As Gaimin Gladiators, they're just into the base of Beastcoast. They've killed off the three of them.
Look at dyrachyo. He's in the base.
He's right in there. I mean, there's just nothing that's going to threaten him. Sacred's caught out by the stun. He's going to be going down as well. They just walk in, kill off the four of them, and walk out with no damage done to Gaimin Gladiators themselves. They can get back to the tier 2 push. Once again, finding that fantastic Doom down onto Parker, rendering the TA completely useless.
Yeah, this time around the group up, you can see how strong it really is around this IO. Very comfortable draft here from gaming as they have their, I mean, the ball has been rolling now for some time. As Scofield perhaps getting caught out again here, Quinn.
Oh, they're not slowing down again, Gaimin Gladiators. They're going to keep this one going. Scofield, though, will be able to hook shot over towards Seleri. Seleri's out.
Quinn's going to run. He's got a haste rune. They catch him. DarkMago's trying to. Ace is ending soon.
Still has some remnants to go with. That was the last one.
Rocket. They get him.
They see him.
That's a big kill.
Oh, that is indeed. Who's going to be able to get the money out of this one? They probably want to try and
give it to Parker.
Parker, they're
force him in.
Parker, he's not going to get it though. DarkMago will. Hey, he's not going to be fussed about that. DarkMago's going to be happy that pretty much giving the full Stanjin Kaya.
Oh, and that's not a Roche.
They weren't prepared for Beastcoast to come back at them with those respawns as quickly as they did. And off the back of that decision, they've lost Roche to them.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Patiently pushing around dyrachyo.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just trying to find an opportunity to jump. Throw out some huge
Scofield.
Radiant's top tower is
No, him with a hook shot.
Bit awkward.
Get back out with the jetpack. Ace is actually going to jump forward. Don't lock down onto Scofield. He'll be safe for now.
Incoming!
Oop. Jumps out a little early. Poison splashes to everybody.
They're going to tick down pretty low. He's getting chased by the illusions, the Medusa. Keep his distance so Scofield survives. dyrachyo continue the push. Just caught by the silent.
Oh, DarkMago!
And a DarkMago!
Whoopsie.
He tried to step in on the back lines, but the Doom gets dropped down upon the Ember Spirit. DarkMago's gone.
Parker.
dyrachyo steps in with the Stone Gaze. Won't be met by the Glyph. There'll be a buyback from DarkMago. He wants to go. They've used Stone Gaze and they've used Doom. They want to try and punish this beast.
DarkMago?
It's not going to be easy. Stone catches onto him. He will be forced back to safety. Stinger steps up and immediately gets taken out by dyrachyo. This Rax, it's going down regardless of what Beastcoast throw at Gaimin Gladiators. DarkMago.
He feels desperate.
But he's caught in the chain stun. He's out of the game for 80. As that's a long time for Gaimin Gladiators to look to just go again as they can bring in this top lane.
Yeah, continuing this push. dyrachyo hits really damn hard onto these squishier heroes. They can't just step up.
Don't seem to be able to deal with the Medusa, let alone the Medusa with the backup that dyrachyo has in the form of the IO and such.
He's got a full silver edge now too, even more damage.
Scofield trying to split dyrachyo away from the rest of the team. Stone Gaze is going to be back up in a second.
Decent onto dyrachyo.
He's still got the one charges. And he's still got Seleri with the mech ready to pop.
Two-man stun.
If they can get the kills from this Scofield getting low, they'll drop him into the tombstone, either one of them. The Stinger will manage to live, but Scofield's out. He has got buyback available, and DarkMago will be back in the game now. So Scofield is going to try and get in with the TP to close in onto dyrachyo. They back off Gaimin Gladiators. They've taken the tier 3.
Too much heals, too much auras.
Impossible territory here for Beastcoast unless they do something drastic.
I mean, crit is just so valuable though on the TN. It's not really a risk, so I mean, you might as well just go crit probably. But Gaming, they're just not giving them opportunity to even get pickoffs. Look, they're just all running together.
DarkMago is quick with that one. Nearly gets caught out by the jump from Ace. He was ready for that.
Scofield will not get him.
And tOfu going to try and battle a bit with Stinger. As Stinger, he's going to hide in the tombstone. But with a relocate,
only temporarily though.
ready to take down the tombstone and of course take out the Undying inside it.
That's a cute one.
Both supports out once again. No buyback for them. Still time where there's only 3 alive here for Beastcoast.
Absolutely everything at the ready too. Ace now full Octarine. Sacred. Uh-oh. Oh, careful.
He gets caught by the stun. He's gone. He can't even time lapse off.
I don't think he saw the Axe Medusa. That little bit of mini stun there.
It caught him by surprise. Absolutely.
But the Rax, it's already dropped too fast. One last fight.
The Megas are out. 32 minutes in Sacred. We'll get the time lapse off this time. Beastcoast trying to spam back Gaimin Gladiators, but dyrachyo, he's barely going to be taking any damage at all. He steps up with the Stone Gaze. They're having to back away here, Beastcoast. As into the tombstone again they go, trying to hide, trying to survive. Scofield goes in, drops down the cogs, but he'll immediately die. Once again, no buyback for him. Sacred just gets back to the fountain in time. Will still fall incredibly low hit out to the poison damage of tOfu. DarkMago trying to dance around them, jumps into the ram, caught by the stun. He's gone again. No buyback for him. As this game too, it looks undoubtedly to be going the way of Gaimin Gladiators. I mean, Parker?
Maybe he can get one or two more kills here. The mana's low.
They get the supports, but can they get the cores? I mean, Ace is going to jump back in. It's gonna, yeah, they've got the follow-up stun onto Sacred. It's now just down to the final 2 of them. And in fact, Seleri's buyback to end it. And they know this one's over. GG is called as Gaimin Gladiators will take this game 2 and push this series to a game 3.
This one quickly became a very tough one. They had some cool kind of recovery kills, especially when Quinn walked up high ground versus Parker, right? Early on. Something minutes ago or 16 minutes ago, but overall they had to cause way more chaos.
It's going to be do or die time for Beastcoast if they want to qualify to TI off of this series, but it's a hell of a mountain to climb going up against Gaimin Gladiators.
I didn't think it would be that one-sided, but damn, yeah, Quinn, I guess the first few waves really in particular just bringing it to Parker.
He's warmed up after that game too, unless you know.
Bottom.
He's ready to run it back.
They might be able to get tOfu there. He's got a Fairy Fire. Should be okay. No, he's not. Well, I mean, they're having to kind of commit for the kill onto the side there. Take away power runes and continue to get the sacks going. An economy game again for Gaming after they dominate the lanes. Ace versus Mago.
DarkMago's trying to threaten him. The vacuum to Dragon Bait still got a lot of one charges and a healing Lotus.
Yeah, he's baiting him.
I mean, and it looks like Ace has fallen for the bait. TP comes in from Scofield, and indeed the bait's a success.
Nicely done. Good call. I mean, very minimal stacks in comparison to what we've seen from Gaimin Gladiators so far. They catch dyrachyo slipping somehow. Tough kill bottom.
They're going to try and go in onto DarkMago. Back up.
The backup.
That should do it. tOfu will die, but with the relocating, they'll take out DarkMago. And they could chase down Stinger as well. And pop the stick charges, but enough manners there from Quinn. Up top, the kills.
They try.
Couldn't quite do it. He's into the creep, and he is away, dyrachyo.
And you see this time around in the build from Quinn, he's more points in Edict since he's playing versus TA. And Parker actually steps up a bit far. He could just be dead in the mid lane.
They get the stun. They're going to be able to run him down. TPs are coming in. Is it going to be soon enough to do anything to turn this? It's not. Parker's gone.
So much damage. I mean, the Edict right there coming into play. Shreds him in seconds and immediately fill up the bundle for Quinn, of course. And he's going to get himself a power rune. Not the best one, of course, but either way to fill up. And they continue the roll.
The classic Gaimin Gladiators, Lesh, Io looking to be off to a hot start.
Even dyrachyo, I think he just brought the creep around to the mid lane, pops out, finds himself a nice free snag. Yeah, they're snowballing this fast here. Global is at the ready.
Trying to take this tower.
Quinn just charging in with the Bloodstone.
And they pop the global.
But he is way too tanky.
Yeah, Quinn's not taking any damage at all. And now the global comes to an end. I mean, Quinn and tOfu and Seleri, they're thinking about chasing them. They'll get the Lightning Storm connection. tOfu, he's not quite able to close the gap with the blaster. Will be able to throw a mine down the way of Stinger. Pulverize comes down to tOfu. He'll get punished for that.
Bloodstone's cooldown. And they get Quinn.
As they're going to try their best to burst through, and they're pretty much with the whole team here trying to take down this Les. They're bringing Quinn low.
They got him.
Get it. As Quinn oversteps the mark and gets punished by Beastcoast.
They can set up for some stuff, but it's not easy on Beastcoast. The way that this snowball is kicking him up here. And dyrachyo, he is going to do the same build he did the other day. At least what it looks like right now. It is a pretty good, I mean, it's nice versus that TA, of course, could itemize afterwards with samples and stuff. The Sacred.
Can get away from this. I mean, he's got the backup. Dyrachyo's going to try and jump on
the reload.
Get out, but there's more numbers coming in for
It's cancelled.
Global Silence is there. Sacred will go for the TP up, but then he realizes he's got the numbers, he's got the backup. They can try and take this fight. Look towards Ace. Ace gets the wall down. Sacred able to charge away with the onslaught.
Quinn.
Healing dyrachyo up. They're in on top of the Timbersaw with Quinn coming in from the side. DarkMago's gone. Stun's going to be off the mark onto Scofield, so Scofield's able to toss back Quinn and will manage to TP out there to safety.
Gaming once more.
They're diving. They're diving beyond the tier 1 tower. They're on top of Parker. Parker's just to be watched by Sacred and Stinger, as those two can do nothing to keep Gaimin Gladiators off the TA.
And it's a Wisdom Rune. Oh no, Beastcoast. It's around this timing. dyrachyo, he'll be able to just snag that one up. They get both.
Oh, it's just looking so tough. Tough here for Beastcoast once again in this game 3.
Parker with a DD. Big tossback plays needed, but dyrachyo, he's already on them.
Managed to hold him back. The Avalanche. dyrachyo tries to continue to chase. He's going to have backup from Seleri and Quinn with the relocate. They were thinking about diving the tier 2, but the mass TP is coming from Beastcoast. They get the toss combo.
Nice connection.
They get the pulverizers round. dyrachyo's dead.
Sacred. Holy moly. I mean, that was a huge charge.
See if they can do anything more here. It's also been able to finish off the BKB despite dying there.
Gaming. Set up around bottom. They'll be the ones to just get that roast really quick, so denying that away from the TA as well. Nullifier, it owns Timbersaw eggs. It just dispels it, as we've seen, so maybe does go down that route. If they even feel like DarkMago ever becomes an issue as Quinn, he's hunting him. Cutting off DarkMago.
Don't know if he's got any way out of this one. No TP. Vacuum. Stun won't be quite there initially, but they're still dancing around him. He's with a bit of protection with the Yags. Gaimin Gladiators, they do look to respect that. They know now, actually, that the TP is coming in, and DarkMago turns and blows up Seleri.
Big damage.
Toss forward here. They're going for more. The toss into the pulverize. Sacred's able to get the catch onto Ace.
Another kill.
Down. Onslaught for Sacred. They're on top of Quinn. Quinn's in trouble. He's out the one.
They're going to have to buy back here. Beastcoast finding an opportunity.
And buyback relocate coming in from Seleri, ready to tether back across towards Quinn. They'll see if they can catch Sacred.
He's got no TP.
He's got onslaught again in a second, so if they want to chase him, they're able to catch him. Sacred, he's out. So they did have to use a buyback there.
They did.
So definitely some signs of fight from Beastcoast.
They know this Roche is going to be spawning, and they're setting up for it. Moving in about 5 seconds.
Parker's in a bit of an awkward spot.
Yeah, this could be scary. I mean, Scofield might just show himself and die instantly. He sees them, but he gets caught.
Yeah, he's going down, and with him getting caught, Beastcoast probably won't try and do anything about this Roshan. They'll have to let this go. They don't have the full lineup. They don't have the initiator.
That could allow Gaimin to really press the envelope here. Getting that extra bit of healing and survivability wins, so he can just run through. Also hit level 18. They're looking to catch him in his position where he's going next, since they see that rotation from him toward the Ancients. Gaimin trying to be a step ahead.
Quinn, he's around as he clears up the creep wave. We'll see if Beastcoast had eyes on that.
Got the Hex.
That's going to find Sacred. Sacred going to get shoved to the side there. Parker with a nice Hurricane Pipe play there, breaking Sacred away from potential follow-up stuns.
But he has to use his BKB. I mean, look at dyrachyo try to chase forward here. As we said, a very dyrachyo play.
He can toss back into the Avalanche, pulverize as well. The wall's going to be dropped down as well as the 3-man vacuum and turn. As dyrachyo, he'll go down the once. But he does start off a fight where Gaimin Gladiators, they're able to get both the silencer and the tiny.
What a dyrachyo play. I mean, he's like, I just want to start the fight.
I mean, that's why they give that man the H.
Sure do.
He's the fight starter.
And it's tough for Parker. He had to use that BKB completely defensively, so for him fighting in this, it's pretty impossible. If he steps up, gets hexed, he could just instantly die.
location, but yeah, no Tiny. They need this Tiny for the toss backs. They need Scofield. Sacred is going to try and get in there. They jump forward. They're looking to burst through Quinn. They cannot do so. Quinn's getting healed up, and that's going to be Sacred out for a minute. No buyback available on him. Jump forward for tOfu with the blast off over towards DarkMago. They've taken Stinger down as well. It's dieback. He's out for a minute. The space is there for Gaimin Gladiators to take the mid-racks.
Parker continues to get zoned away. 20 seconds until BKB, and Gaming, they got what they came for. And then maybe reset and go back in. Yeah, they're fake backing.
Yeah,
fake back.
They're ready to go once more, surely.
Blink vacuum.
Ace is watching.
I think they might just have to settle for Scofield, but he wants the big target. He wants Parker.
He's
and he
going to
finds
be able to jump in and get the vacuum. Dyrachyo's in as well. They're in on top of the TA. They'll put the BKB on Parker, but Gaimin Gladiators will chase him down. He's out for 85. And of course, with the way that he's spent up, he has no luxury of buyback.
And they can just go for pure force here. They have the AC. Creeps are coming in.
TA for over a minute. Dyrachyo gets his basher sent out to him on top of the AC. At least a second set of racks. They do still have a tier 2 top Beastcoast, so mega creeps won't be an available option quite yet. But the game, on the other hand, it may just well be with these kills that Gaimin Gladiators continue to catch as Scofield is caught over in the mid as Quinn heads over with the TP. They're bringing in a second wave.
Dyrachyo might be saying just hit the tier 4, screw top.
I mean, they've got still such a long time where it's just down to the 3 heroes of Beastcoast to try and hold back the full lineup of Gaimin Gladiators.
Back
Ace,
2.
He's got the catch. There's the follow-up Hex. They're in on a Stinger. Stinger's out as well for good. As Gaimin Gladiators, they're going to get even more. Jump forward with the blast off over with DarkMago, who'll get off the shield with the Aghanim's, but he'll get destroyed by the overwhelming damage of Gaimin Gladiators. There's only Sacred left as he's bullied back to the fountain. The tier 4s will fall. There's 15 seconds, and they will have Parker back up. We'll see if he gets a chance to show his face once more in this game, but it looks like the towers, the Ancient, they're going down too quickly. The tier 4s are gone. Ancient exposed. 5 seconds until he's back, and it's 5 seconds too long. GG is called as Gaimin Gladiators take game 3, and with that, this best of 3, it's theirs.
They come in and they're like, all right, you got us to once, we're going to do our IO-Lesh, and they make it look great. They really did. Finishing up the draft with the Life Sealer, Dyrachyo, he just stands his own versus top, and a clean, methodical game overall from Gaimin Gladiators.